Hello, 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 fellow Biafrans, people of liberal mind, good people of the world. I say good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on your location. My fellow Biafrans, I come again today for an update. You know, it can never be over until it is completely over. We are still on our religion, freedom of Biafra and liberation of Biafra. I greet you, my people. Today is Monday, the 8th of April. Our sit at home, the day of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's holy day. I thank my fellow Biafrans. Ndị be anyị nọ n'ụlọ ekenekwa m unu. Udo dịrị nwoke dịrị nwanyị. Ana m ekene ndị nọ n'ụlọ ka unu si agba mbọ na-eme sit at home. Ọ ga-adịrị nwoke mma dịrị nwanyị mma. Ọganiru ga-abụ nke anyị. Leader anyị bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ga-adị. Prime Minister anyị bụ Simon Ekpa ọ ga-adị. Ụmụ Biafra niile anyị ga-adị. Ise. Ndị be anyị tupu ekwuo m ife nji wee bịa nke tata ka nkene Olisa. Nna bi n'igwe onye kele ụwa. Nna anyị ana m ekene na-aja gị mma na-ebunikwa afa gị enu. Na-ayọ gị nna onye obi ebele onye ọmịiko ka imetela ịbụ ụmụ gị ebele meela anyị ọmịiko. Chedo ndị Biafra niile ebe niile fa nọ na ma ụmụaka ma okenye ma ndị nọ n'ụlọ ma ndị nọ n'ama. Chedola anyị Prime Minister anyị bụ Mazi Simon Ekpa onye ji isi ekita wee bụrụ onye ọbụla kwụla anyị n'azụ. Chineke chedoli anyị. Biko nna zọpụtala anyị our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na ndị ilu anyị jie. Zọpụtala anyị ya ka o jee triti onwe n'ụlọ ọgwụ na arụ adịrị ya. Ife niile a na ife ndị ọzọ ka anyị na-ayọ gị nna onye okike onye kere ụwa ka udo dịla afa gị ka mbuni enu dịla afa gị. Ise. My people, as I said earlier on, I will always do my jingle most of the time with the voice of Onyendu. No matter how short, no matter how simple, but for us to hear his voice. Onyendu is one man we can never forget in the course of this Biafra liberation. So I will have to play his voice for us to listen.
Good evening, wonderful people, great Biafrans. Regardless of where you are, where you're domiciled, even those waiting for the finals of the Champions League between Man City and Chelsea. All of you here gathered this evening, morning, noon, or night, depending on where you are. I welcome each and every one of you to this very, very important and urgent broadcast this very evening from where I am.
Hello, my brother. Thank you, Henry, for joining. Thank you very much. Let's listen to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you. I will not keep you for too long because we are passing through a lot. And any legitimate distraction you can get is most welcome. So I will try not to keep you away from what you have planned this very evening, especially for those of you who are avid football fans waiting to watch the Champions League finals. My name is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of the largest mass movement on the face of this planet Earth, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB,
Hello, my brother, Olga. You're welcome.
To see the, according to Times Magazine, it is the Hausa slang for we are the damned Igbos. These are people that had nothing to do with what was happening in the zoo. Nothing whatsoever. They were flying in from London, and they were all massacred in Kano. This happened on the 7th of October, 1966. We remember and we, of course, commemorate the massacre of people, of the Tutsi people of Rwanda. Everywhere else there is a genocide, people stood trial, and there were reparations made. But in the case of Biafra, this global conspiracy has continued. And one thing struck me when Dave Umahi, in his outburst, said that I am a fool. That was what he called me. And he proceeded to say that who did I discuss sit at home with? It has now been made very clear to me that the reason why our people are being marginalized, the reason why we are third-class citizens in our own land, the reason why Mieti Allah can come and move their cattle about however they like it, the reason why they can impose an idiot, a criminal like Opus or the Imo State, the reason why all these senators and all these House of Reps members are being chosen for us by the Fulani Caliphate is because of fools like Dave Umahi. Because the Fulani now understand that they can do anything they like to these people. That will defend their position. Ever since we drove away Mieti Allah from the State, Dave Umahi has been incandescent with rage. Wow. He's been very, very upset. Because Mieti Allah said to him, if you're there and you allow your people to drive us away from the State, you can no longer harbor, should I say, the wish or hope to become the president of Nigeria. That is the problem that we're having today. You are telling me.
You see what our Onyendu just said? Some of them are there because they want to be president. Onyendu said this long time ago. Buhari even went to Ebonyi State, promising Dave Umahi that he will be the next president of Nigeria. Today, who is ruling? Whenever Onyendu tell you something, don't ask questions. You know why? He told us to go and listen to Simon Ekpa. He said, Simon Ekpa is bringing a new dimension to this awareness we are making. Onyendu did not say, go and listen to Chike Dozie. Onyendu did not say, go and listen to Chinasa Muru. He never said to us, listen to Barrister Joffo or Madubu. No. And what is happening today? Let no one ever joke with Onyendu's speeches, because from beginning to the end is a correct prophecy they are all correct prophecies that have come to pass. Let me show you people an evidence to this. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, look at this picture. It is happy first anniversary to when Biafra government in exile became 1 year. Today marked the 1 year that our Prime Minister, declared, or should I say, reopened Biafra government in exile. And some people have started sending him congratulatory message and to Biafrans at large. So nobody would say that our Prime Minister has not achieved a lot for us within a short period of time, because all these efulefus were with Onyendu when he was crying for 100 men. And this same Prime Minister, then he was doing exactly what I'm doing now. He came and said, Onyendu, you are looking for 100 men. Onyendu said yes. I was there that very day, because I don't miss Onyendu's broadcast. Unfortunately, I never recorded any one of them. But sometimes I go to YouTube and search for it. So Onyendu said to us that he is looking for 100 men. And our Prime Minister said, if you are looking for 100 men, you will find 50 in me. And I will not be lying to anybody by saying that our Prime Minister has demonstrated what he promised and more. So let me read out for you what the very person that sent the first congratulatory message to our Prime Minister said. The man said, a year of progress, celebrating the first Brgie anniversary, 8th of April 2024. He said, Dear Biafra Republic government in exile, on behalf of all citizens of Biafra, all citizens of United States of Biafra and supporters of Biafra, I extend my warmest congratulations to you on the occasion of your 1 year anniversary today, being 8th of April 2024. He continued, he said, this significant milestone marks a year of dedication, progress, and achievement in the pursuit of Biafra's liberation and sovereignty. In just 1 year, your government has accomplished remarkable feats, which includes the establishment of the Liberation Army, Navy and Air Force, Biafra Defense Forces, the initiation of the ongoing self-referendum democratic process, launch and issuance of the Biafra National Identity Card, the adoption of Biafra Charter, Biafra Helsinki Declaration, the establishment of Biafra State Police, Biafra Aviation Administration, the Ministry of Justice, and the establishment of Bank of Biafra, with the introduction of Biafra digital currency, USBT, Biafra coin in bracket, the establishment of the Biafra de facto government ensuring the smooth running of the Biafra government in the homeland. This is the most fascinating of all. These many initiatives and more to come demonstrate your unwavering commitment to the advancing the interests and the rights of Biafran people. The people of Biafra across 40 United States of Biafra are happy and have asked me to let you know that they are strongly with you, all serving in the government 100%. The people of Biafra have, through the ongoing self-referendum, given you their mandate to declare and defend the restoration of independent states of Biafra, occasionally called the United States of Biafra, come December 2nd, 2024. Your achievements within this short time frame are truly commendable and deserving of recognition. Your dedication, resilience, and vision have brought hope and inspiration to countless individuals which share the dream of a free and prosperous Biafra. As you celebrate this momentous occasion, may you take pride in your accomplishments and draw strength from the support of the Biafran community worldwide. May this anniversary serve as a reminder of the progress made and the journey ahead towards achieving Biafra's rightful place among the community of nations. Congratulations once more on your 1-year anniversary, and may the coming years be filled with continued success, unity, and progress for the Biafra people as you will timely transit to full functional government recognized among the Union of Nations. Warm regards, Mazi Ndubisi Kelvin. My people, you all will agree with me that our Prime Minister have made an awesome, amazing progress. He has achieved a lot within a very short period of time. Onyendu was abducted the second time. Well, the first time abduction, but imprisoned second time during this struggle in year 2021. And our Prime Minister on the 28th of February 2022 conducted a vote of confidence or no confidence on the DOS based on their conduct. And during that election, which I was one of those that voted, those who voted yes were more than those who voted no, that we do not have any confidence in the DOS, coupled with the fact that they were the first suspects of people that sold Onyendu. And up till now, their lackadaisical way of dealing with this Biafra agitation concludes our suspicion that they sold Onyendu for their own selfish gain. Until date, they have not stopped working for their Fulani masters against the Biafrans by constantly trying to wage war against our Prime Minister and his resilience and his steadfast progress in achieving Biafra for us. This is the product of Onyendu, because Onyendu simply told us to go and listen to Simon Ekpa, that he is bringing a new dimension. Now, I have a video of our Prime Minister's talk yesterday to Belgium, and you will have to hear what he said, because most of the time people don't think before they speak. You know, our Prime Minister is this type of man that, you know, he doesn't like talking too much. Our Prime Minister, somebody called him the second Odumegwu Ojukwu. You know how Ojukwu behaves and how he behaved during his time on earth with us. May he so rest in peace. So yesterday, our Prime Minister was in Belgium on his usual virtual visit to Belgium, and he has this to say.
Doing when the people of Biafra were massacred at Nkor. Just last year, they killed them in Aba. Was it Simon Ekpa? The answer is no. And the last question I want to ask some of you today, before I go to the updates and achievements we've made very briefly, is they came and announced that 16 soldiers have been massacred in Okwama community. But what they are not telling you people, what was the soldier doing there? We've listened to different stories. The story of oil bunkering, which is the business of the Nigerian army, terrorist army. That's what they do. The fight in Okwama community is a fight on the control of oil bunkering.
Hello, my brother Peter, you're welcome.
Biafra government has nothing to do with oil bunkering. We are going to control our natural resources by ourselves, by us, by banks, by everything possible. And when that time comes, we will know that the Biafra government is responsible for whatever that is going on in control of our resources. They are crying about the soldiers that were out. How many times have they cried that the Biafra liberation and soldiers? But they are complaining and crying at least you have that you but have you seen them crying that Biafra liberation and they want to revenge? And you see them saying it, ask yourself, why is Oklahoma community? Because they know the validation of Biafra will begin from there. They are not mentioning it. Do you know, as they are killing Biafra army and neutralizing them, do you know how many numbers of all these terrorist army that Biafra liberation army have neutralized? Thousands of them. I'm saying, I want you to plot this particular segment. Thousands of them. And if they have not neutralized them, they will level entire village in Biafra. We will not allow that anymore. But the question I want to ask those troubles, why have they not mentioned that Biafra Liberation Army are killing Nigeria army when they come to kill us? They are mentioning and publicizing just 16 soldiers that the community, that the people that are fighting oil bunkering, and they are dead because they are killing each other It has absolutely nothing to do with Biafra. But that community is a Biafra community. But you see, it was all over news everywhere. 16. But ask them to give account of how many soldiers has fallen in the second Biafra war. Because what is happening now is Biafra war. A systematic war going on. How many Nigeria army, terrorist army has fallen in Imo State? I am telling you, they are running up to thousands. In Imo State, it has not stopped. And let me tell you, this is operating on that international law. There is no law that will violate, because we know exactly what we're doing. You don't expect Biafrans to hold their hand.
You know, there was a time, the one in South Africa called, what's his name again? Anyway, his name is not very important. Somebody, Ikenga Uruago, you know, when he was going to the zoo to bury his mother, he said that he does not want to be involved in buying soldiers because he doesn't want to ruin his political career. Now he has finished burying his mother and finished with his political career in the zoo. Now he has gone back to South Africa. He has started talking about Biafra. Who do they think they are deceiving? When somebody comes to fight you, international law holds it that you have to defend yourself. I nwere ike ịnọ na-ene mmadụ onye abịa na-egbu gị, o gbusie gị ọna isi na ị chọrọ igbu onye amị. Iwu bụ na onye amị bịara igbu gị na ijide egbe buru ụzọ gbuo ya. Nke afọ bụ iwu. Ndị be anyị unu na-anụkwa ya. Unu na-anụ ya. Etu a ka m ga-esi na-ekwu ya. Abụrụ m onye ọcha, abụ m onye ojii, abụ m onye Afrịka, bụrụ onye Igbo na Biafra land. Onye bịara igbu unu, buru n'ụzọ gbuo onye afọ. All self-defense ka ọ bụ. Anyị Igbo abụrụ ugwu Hausa. Anyị Igbo abụrụkwanụ Yoruba land. We are not going to them. We are not fighting for their land. We are only fighting for our freedom. Hello, my brother Uche. Thank you for joining. I first of all played Onyendu's voice, and now I'm playing the voice of our Prime Minister. He was in Belgium yesterday, and he had a lot to say. Now, today is the first anniversary of Biafra government in exile. When you roll back the video, you will definitely get the details of the congratulatory messages coming to our Prime Minister and Biafrans in general. So I was just saying, according to what our Prime Minister said, if you come to Biafra land to buy us, we will buy you. We will. International law holds is that it is self-defense. Southeast is not North or Northern Nigeria. It's not Zamfara. It's not Abuja. It's not Sokoto. It is Southeast. They should leave us alone. You don't want a group of people to be anything or to benefit, not hospital, not good roads, not good schools, no electricity, no pipe-borne water, no gas pipe, nothing at all. You don't want them to rule Nigeria. Then you want to force them to be with you. It is impossible. Wherever you have to, oh, see my missing brother, free man, good evening. Thank you for joining. So our Prime Minister's speech yesterday, while he was in Belgium, I'm replaying it. You know, the young guy has achieved a lot for us. And I started it by saying that Onyendu told us to go and listen to Simon Ekpa. He never said go and listen to Chike Doziem or Chinasa Nworu or Madubugu or Emma Powerful or Ejiofo. Thank you so much. Thank you. Everyone named Dalu O.
Crying that, mentioning it, that the Alpha Liberation Army have killed the Nigerian army and they want to revenge. Have you seen them saying it? Ask yourself, why is Oklahoma community different? Because they know the validation of the Alpha will begin from there. But they don't different. Do you know, as they are killing the Biafran army are neutralizing them? Do you know how many members of all these terrorist army that the Biafran are neutralized? Thousands of them. I'm saying I want you to cut this particular segment. Thousands of them. And if they have not neutralized them, they will level entire village in their land. We will not allow that anymore. They have done it before. But the question I want to ask those sabos, why have they not mentioned that Biafra Liberation Army are killing Nigeria army when they come to kill us? They are mentioning and publicizing just 16 soldiers that the community, that the people that are fighting the oil bunkering had issue and left to death because they have been killing each other in that community.
Thank you for acknowledging. Today is 1 year, and I have read a congratulatory message somebody sent to our PM. So when you roll the video back, you will get all the details. Thank you so much for acknowledging that. Yes, we are fighting for our freedom because they use their police, their soldiers to come and buy our people. So when they come to buy us, we will do the same to them. International law allows self-defense.
It has absolutely nothing to do with Biafra. But that community is a Biafra community. And you see, it was all running everywhere. 16. But ask them to give account of how many soldiers have fallen in the second Biafra war. Because what is happening now is Biafra war. A systematic war going on. How many Nigerian army, terrorist army has fallen in Imo State? And I tell you, they are running up to thousands in Imo State. But they have not come to shout that army has died. Ask yourself, why? And let me tell you, this is under we are operating under international law. There is no law that we are violated. Because you know exactly what you don't expect Biafrans to hold their hands, because we are fighting to liberate ourselves peacefully. We are agitating peacefully, and for that reason, you pick up your guns and your AK-47 and start shooting a live bullet on protesters. For many years, and I told them, if you have been shouting on social media, I will not shout on social media. Have you seen me broadcasting for a long time? My broadcast is what I am doing now on this.
Yes, as I said earlier, before some of you joined us, our PM is not the talking type. He is action man, and somebody called him the Ojukwu of Biafra. And I think I agree that that is what our Prime Minister is. He's leading us now, so we can always address him as a leader because he is leading us well. Onyendu told us, go and listen to Simon Ekpa. So he has given us the go-ahead to appoint him as our leader and as our PM. You know, many people always get it twisted, but you cannot. You can't twist it because in every democratic system. You see the Senegalese, the new Senegalese elected president, he has elected a prime minister. Some people always misplace Onyendu's position and our prime minister's position. Onyendu is the leader, while his prime minister is Mazi Simon Ekpa. You see, the other day in court, somebody was trying to say nonsense, and Onyendu ignored them because Onyendu knew that it is Simon that will keep this our light burning. Onyendu knew. There is nothing Onyendu said that haven't come to pass. As a prophet, he is.
I use the opportunity to Biafrans like you, and that is the broadcast I'm having now. The time for broadcasting is over. It is the time to put everything we have learned.
Yes, Uche, may Almighty God bless our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said, and my brother Freeman said, yes, so thank you so much. This interaction is exciting. Somehow, yes, it is. Because you people are really communicating. This is what I want. But anyone who wants to call, can call me on +44 7706 7055 75. Please, if anyone wishes to talk, yesterday Peter Okafor spoke yesterday.
And the research for many years into action. Into what?
No, I don't think it's Peter. It's another person. Yes, God bless our PM. He's a wonderful man. He's a man of action. He doesn't talk too much.
The time for this talk, I will use the opportunity to broadcast to the people. That's what I'm doing. And when our social media app comes out, maybe there could be a change. So I want to assure you people today, Biafra, all over the world, that the defense of Biafra is a no.
Please, my people, the person that really cut this out did not get the full detail very well. Let me look for the full detail of what our PM said, because it was extensive and he said a lot of things that, you know, I really, that I really enjoyed, and I want my fellow Biafrans to hear that along with me, you know. Yesterday, our PM really made a very resounding, yeah.
One moment, please. Let me connect to your.
Yeah, he started by giving a very good update. And I will
to make you believe that the problem is coming with terrorists, coming with terrorism, attacking and
enough is enough. Stop killing my brothers. Stop killing our children. Nobody got up to say that. He's the only one standing. Being the only one standing,
everything to liberate my people. I will do everything to protect the women. And we embrace Christianity.
Their lives. Give up their time for their children and for us that are living here to enjoy what we're.
Yeah, please unmute yourself now. Everybody's muted.
Yeah.
Right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Peter. Our freedom fighters all over the world
office,
must come.
Biafra office in Belgium. Thank you very much. The cabinet, the Biafra Republic government in exile. I thank you very much those who are listening and watching from different social media platforms. I also thank you those who are listening through the voice of Biafra, 97.5 FM, before the official launching of the Biafra satellite radio, which will happen anytime in a few days' time. I welcome all of you to this tour of Belgium. I want everyone to understand that we have picking up guns to defend our land, and the gun is not going down until the Biafra is liberated from the Islamic State of Nigeria.
Hello.
For decades,
sister.
Biafra people have been treated like slaves within the Nigeria enslavement. Over 100 years, we have suffered marginalization, and we have seen worse than the apartheid in South Africa. Today, Biafra person cannot be a president in Nigeria. Biafra do not have seaport. Biafra do not have the presence of any embassy. Biafra do not have any office or any presence of multinational corporation. Biafra do not have any headquarter of any world class organization. Biafra land do not have the presence of the Nigeria federal government. Biafra land do not have road. Biafra do not have school. Biafra land do not have hospital. Biafra do not have social amenities. Biafra do not have any presence of Nigeria state within our land. This is not something that started yesterday. This has been the result of the marginalization, discrimination with impunity, the dangerous diversity of the Nigeria state that Biafra people is unfortunately being part of Nigeria. This is a mistake the British government have done. I will continue to hold the British government accountable. We'll continue to blame them until the day Biafra will finally gain its freedom from Nigeria. The British, out of their selfish interests, joined people that have nothing in common together, and they begin to compete among themselves, religious-wise, economic-wise, educational-wise, and cultural-wise. And this whole combination of this pull apart from each other become a dangerous diversity that we suffer today. Biafra people embraced Christianity. Christianity preached about love of one another. Christianity preached about do not harm your fellow human. We embrace Christianity. Our cultural and traditional religion also preach the same. Do not harm any person that is your close relative, your friends, extended families, and even foreigners and strangers. This is what our value system is all about. We embraced the foreign God and become even more radical than them. And as time goes on, we begin to see the Islamic State, we begin to see the Fulanis coming with aggression, coming with terrorists, coming with terrorism, attacking and killing Biafrans since 1945.
Yes, my people. You see what our Prime Minister has just mentioned now. For those countries communicating with Nigeria, dealing with them in all manner of business. They were the ones that brought us religion. But I can assure you that bringing us religion and what religion contains was not their aim. These people brought religion to us with a very interior motive. I have a copy of what was written in 18 something, but I don't know where to find it. I wouldn't want to deviate from this, but it is somewhere written how they brought us religion to keep us busy and make us become submissive. They love your neighbor. I don't know where it has gone to. They saw the way the Nigerian government from 1970 till date have been treating one single tribe because of their selfish interest. And unfortunately and painfully, sadly, these are people that were not indigenous people. They came from somewhere. We are just at the middle, receiving end. The white man wants gas and oil. The Fulani wants to Fulanize and Islamize Nigeria. From one tribe, oil comes from our land, and these people without conscience is like they want to tear us apart. God, that does not want that to happen, brought to us, or brought for us, this liberator called Simon Ekpa. I call him liberator because if when Onyendu was renditioned, that God didn't bring Simon Ekpa, there wouldn't be anything like Biafra today. I'm telling you people, because the DOS, that's the only institution left by Onyendu that was carrying Biafra along. But they messed everything up. They started by disobeying Onyendu's instruction. Barely 13 days after Onyendu was renditioned, Ejiofor and Chike Doziem and China Samuru called Caroline, Onyendu's secretary, invited Simon Ekpa. Then he was doing what we are doing now. And Simon came there. They were talking about money, accountability, account. Simon left out of anger. Simon asked them, how many days is it now that Onyendu was abducted and you people are here talking about money? And she left the Zoom meeting. Do you know that these people finally took $43,000 from blood money? All the money that our people were contributing before Onyendu left, they collected it. Yes, Uche, my brother, said, we are going home, land of Biafra. We move ahead and ahead. Yes. And my brother Freeman say, yes, it's just the truth. No, Simon Ekpa, no Simon Ekpa, no Biafra. Exactly. Simon Ekpa is just a saving grace from God. It is God who kept Simon Ekpa for us. In fact, I thank God that they refused him to join them and broadcast on Radio Biafra. They would have corrupted him. But God made them to deny him that access. So today, look at where we are. You know, some people will be saying, when are you getting the Biafra? No, it is not like that. For you to get this Biafra, you have to have your own foreign government. And to have foreign government, everything must be in place. You see how quick that he did it. But it's not easy because he doesn't sleep. Yes, my brother said Emeka Livingston. That one is a forgotten name. Where is he today? Those are distractors, agents of the devil, devil's advocates. All of them has fallen away, because when you are in a place without sincerity and honesty, God will find a way of taking you out quietly. You know, Biafrans today can attest. So many people from DOS wants to swing into Biafra. But I will also play you people a video from a visioner who is a reverend sister.
This led to the declaration of Biafra by Chief Odumegwu Ojukwu in 1967. Nigeria, being a dangerous diversity, witnessed coup upon coup, military coup upon military coup, and as this was going on, Simon Ekpa was not born. From 1967 to 1970, as Biafra struggled to exit Nigeria because they feel that their life is being threatened and their future and existence is being under attack. They fought a brutal war. Simon Ekpa was not born by then. After 1967 to 70 war, Nigeria declared that it was a no victor, no vanquish. By then, Chief Odumegwu Ojukwu was in exile. At the end of the day, he came back. He was celebrated because the decision, he saw what many people did not see. The people who fought Ojukwu today is being massacred in their villages. Gowon is one of them.
Yes, my brother Uche said, Biafrans, we are winning the game. Yes, we are winning, definitely. We have won. We have won because so many of them who do not understand what is going on thought that Biafra coming this time is by conventional war. No, we are using international law. And Mazi Simon Ekpa studied international law and many other professionals. If you know how many professors, doctors that are working with our Prime Minister, you will be shocked. This is what we wanted. Because when Onyendu was there, Onyendu was asked by those who knew what we are doing to get his government in exile. Whenever Onyendu wants to do that, these Nzama people will drag him back. This is why God made them to deny PM access. Because if PM had joined them, they wouldn't have allowed him to do what he is doing today. Trust me, they wouldn't. Because they have taken 100 million naira from the zoo government. That's why they go to Nigeria every now and then to recruit people to fight Biafra Liberation Army.
Gowon village has witnessed the highest IGP camp within the Nigeria state. He didn't see this coming today. Simon Ekpa was not born in 1970. Simon Ekpa was not born in 1979. Simon Ekpa was not born in 1980. Simon Ekpa was not born in 1981. Was not born in 1982. Was not born in 1983. Was not born in 1984. Simon Ekpa was born in 1985. In 1982 to 1984, a man called Buhari planned coup against Nigeria. Out of this dangerous diversity, he became a military dictator under military rule in Nigeria. It was not as a result of Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa was not born. People are not asking questions why are there this coup upon coup upon coup within the Nigerian state being carried out by North and of course Yorubas? Or whenever this coup happen, and if there is one single Igbo man in this coup, or one single Calabar man, or one single Ijaw man in this coup, he become Igbo coup. After that, this man called Buhari committed many atrocities, including an international crime. 1984, they kidnapped a man called Omar Diko from London because he believed, as a Fulani man, he doesn't respect law, not the law of his own country, not the law of any other country. He came back after many years to become a civilian president with impunity. This same man went to Kenya and kidnapped the current leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Kanu. Before Mazi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya, there has been killing and killing since 1999 by the group led by Wazirike. Simon Ekpa was not part of it. From 1999, Wazirike Mossop members was massacred in cold blood, killed at every given opportunity with stray bullet, straight shooting, live bullet by the Nigeria state. Simon Ekpa was not part of Biafra then, at least not part of the agitation for Biafra. The same Wazirike Mossop gave birth to...
Hello, my brother Hillary. Thank you for joining us. Please, my people, remember to click the like button for more people to join us. The more you click it, the more they send off notification for people to know that I'm in the air. Thank you for doing that for me. I love you all. Yes, my brother said, small big man, the general Obatobie, Njoku, the dragon, the good guy. Yes, oh my God. Please like and share. Thank you so much, Freeman. I always like you when you are around. Very exciting. Thank you so much.
Mazi Kanu, indigenous people of Biafra, and still the killings of Biafra continued. In all these things that were going on, nobody summoned the courage to resist the killings of the Biafra agitators. In 2020, the Fulani killings and upsurge of terrorists become a thing of concern across the Nigeria state, across the entire Africa. They were ranked the number 4 most deadliest terrorist group in the world. And because our people become helpless and nobody was speaking for them, and none of these people who call themselves leaders from the eastern part of Nigeria were making any move to protect the women and children from Biafra territory. It was what gave the birth to the formation of the Eastern Security Network by the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Kanu. Simon Ekpa was yet not part of the leadership of the Biafra movement. After the Eastern Security Network was formed, they made sure they protected our people going to farm in the eastern part of Nigeria. It took them within 1 year, just the mention of Eastern Security Network then made the terrorists to flee from our land. Remember that those who pushed these terrorists to Biafra land did not push them to come and feed their cows. They came prepared for jihadist movement. This did not go down well with the Nigeria state that is being controlled by Fulani terrorist sponsors, from the president down to the lowest person. It didn't go down well with them. And they could not also eliminate the Eastern Security Network. So there is need to hunt for the founder and the head of the ESN and the Biafra movement, which is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. While this was going on, Simon Ekpa was just a broadcaster, making videos, sharing videos, exposing Nigeria state, and nothing else. This led, went to Kenya, kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in 2021. I want people to understand that I'm just trying to make this as brief as possible, because between 2015 to 2017, we have witnessed the massacre of Biafra agitators under Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB. They were killed.
Yeah, my brother Uche said, Biafra, we are blessed. Of course we are. Everything that made Nigeria great is from Biafra, both their natural resources and their human resources. My people, what I want to say at this juncture is that what our Prime Minister said here, you know, he was trying to let us understand, especially those Biafrans that are more one Nigeria than the Fulanese, those one Nigerianists in Biafra land, that the massacre and the buying of our people has been going on many years before he was born. You have heard his age. He said that he was born in 1985. Many of these Ohaneses should know that some of their grandchildren are older than our Prime Minister. Their grandchildren, yes. Because any man that is either 80 or 79 or 70 must have got a son that will be about 50 years, that would have given birth to a man like our PM. He is the one trying to help you people, and the Fulanis are paying you to fight your own brother while Gumi is there sheltering the terrorists. Gumi demanded for 40,000 trillion. Whether they gave him up to that amount, only God knows, before releasing the children that were abducted in March. Now, today, the children has been released. So what does it tell you? That the money has been paid. From which money? Oil money from our land. Our people are always strong and powerful when it comes to their own brothers. You don't look far. You don't hear, you don't see. Or you don't see, you don't hear. Why are they attacking Simon Ekpa? To impress their Fulani slave masters. They call you people infidel, call you slaves. Yet you are there acting worse than a slave. It is because of such people that he is making all this speech and telling you that he was not born when these people started buying our people in their thousands. Even during the time Obi was, during the time of Masob, was Rike, that Obi buyed our children and threw them into Ezu River. Our Prime Minister has not joined the struggle then. So those of you who are deceiving yourselves, lying from one mouth, one side of your mouth to the other, just to impress your slave masters, you have yourself to blame when Biafra finally comes. Oh, my brother here is confirming it. He said, yes, they have paid the money to Gumi. Yeah. Tell me, if Gumi is a man from Imo State, will he be on the street now? The other day I said it, Gumi lives in a place like a state. Imo State or Anambra State or Enugu State or Ebonyi. But nobody is going after Gumi. Nobody. He goes in and out of the bush, giving arms to the terrorists. And nobody is saying a word in the Southeast. Cowards. They are so cowardly. Some of these one Nigerianists, some of these Biafrans that refuse to respect themselves. Yes. Yeah, they paid Gumi. Yeah, the money has been paid to him. Yeah. So that's why our PM started from the beginning to tell you people that they have been buying us, marginalizing us. That was why we are saying no. Enough is enough. And what I will tell these marauders is that if Usman Danfodio could not conquer Biafra land, when Oguwadinisi unfortunately he cannot do it now. He can't, because now we have known how to go about it. Yes.
Killed in hundreds at every given opportunity. There has never been any reprisal attack against these killings. There has never been any consequences on the Nigeria side for killing Biafrans. Never has there been any consequences. They killed and will make noise. Those who were then make noise, and that is the end. As this was going on, some people who are today blackmailing and betraying the movement they started were the one who pushed these people to go and die. And after they got killed by the Nigeria terrorist state, their own life continued. They lived on. From this criminal called Chinas and Woru to Chigedozie, all of them were part of the movement. After people are massacred in the street, their own life moves on. They will now want other people to join. The killing did not stop until 2021. They kidnapped Mazi from Kenya. Remember, the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has nothing to do with Simon Ekpa. But you know, many of these criminals today, they tell you that the activities of Simon Ekpa is the reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not been released. And you have to ask them, was it Simon Ekpa activities in 2021 that led to the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the first place? The answer is no. I want you to understand how the enemy works. Those who have become the saboteurs in our struggle, they have made themselves available to be used by the enemy. So they tell you the activities of Simon Ekpa is the reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not released. But it was not the activities of Simon Ekpa that led to the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But you know, when he was kidnapped, I looked around for 6 months. They know that I'm a very, very, very dangerous person, because I know they must have done some consultation. A dangerous person in the sense that I will do everything to liberate my people. I will do everything to protect the women and children of Biafra, because I have seen it all. It took me years to study Nigeria up to this point. Not only that, it took me years to study international law. And that international law is what I'm applying to the Biafra struggle today. For the very first time in the history of Biafra and Nigeria, the dangerous diversity that we find ourselves into have made it possible for us to defend ourselves. And as much as I agree on no violence, we are not the one bringing violence to Nigeria state. Rather, Nigeria aggression must be responded with aggression.
Yes, my people. You know, some of these people, they were paid to bring down anybody's page that is preaching violence or preaching hate. We are not violent people. We don't hate anyone, but it's good to let them know and understand that that oil that made Nigeria a great country is in our land. We have no schools. We have no roads. We have no hospitals. We have no water. We have no electricity. Before a Biafran man will get a job, you will travel from your village to either Lagos in the southwest, or you travel to north to get a job. If you want to travel abroad, there is no embassy in the southeast where the oil and gas, everything comes from, that made Nigeria great. All the doctors, all the accountants, somebody like Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, all the top professionals, all the footballers, all the sprinters, even Simon Ekpa himself, before he came to Finland, he had so many gold medals for Nigerian government as a sprinter. Everything came from Biafra land. Yet we were denied access to any of these things because they know that they are feeling like a sky, but we are the moon. When the moon leaves the sky, the whole sky goes dark. They don't want to leave us. They don't want to let us go because it is the oil in our land that they are using to befriend so many countries of the world. The world is carefully watching the atrocities that Nigeria government is using their military and the people they hire from North and South Africa and many other African countries, littered in the bushes to buy our people. Yes, my brother said, Freeman, what they don't know is bigger than them, definitely. They don't know what is coming. Fulanis cannot fight Biafra women soldiers if they train them to fight. Exactly. We are very, very tough, strong-headed people. That is their pain. Because Fulani is naturally a very self-centered people. Very, very evil-minded people. Somebody who is a visitor. He doesn't want you to own what belongs to you. They will tell you that the whole Nigeria belongs to them. They wish. They wish. That's why God gave us somebody like Simon Ekpa.
That aggression is self-defense. After 2021, I promised Biafra people after 6 months of blackmailing me because I did not agree to work with them. I have seen many things that many people did not see. I promised Biafra and Mazi can one thing. Your kidnapping will be useless. The reason they kidnap you from Kenya, I will make sure that it is as useless as anything. And your kidnapping from Kenya will be very, very expensive to the Nigeria state. That was my promise before man and God.
He achieved that. He achieved it. You see how all of them, both the zoo government, the zoo state governors, and their advocates of evil, the DOS, all of them were trying to stop sit at home. Sit at home went so well today, you cannot imagine. That one is draining their economic purse. Yes. Yeah, he really did it. He did it, he succeeded. You remember when they were crying for hunger on the 28th of February. Biafrans did not join them. Yes, thank you, my brother. Yes, our Prime Minister is one man too many. One man riot squad. He doesn't look at anybody's face. That's why I like Simon Ekpa. Whether you are his mother or his father, if you make film, he will kick you out. And that is the best thing. If I make that film, let him kick me out. At least he knows my name. He knows that I'm one of the media teams. Anybody that will sabotage this Biafra coming, Amadioha ga-amagbu onye anwa. Amadioha or ife ga-egbu onye anwa.
And believe me, I am living up to that promise. Today, if they are not regretting kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are lying. I also promise Biafra, nobody will kill you again, like in Aba, like in Iguacha, like Wike did in Obibo, and go free. Remember, when Wike was killing Biafrans in Obibo, Simon Ekpa was not there. It was not as a result of the activities of Simon Ekpa. Have you all forgotten? When you were massacred at Mpo and Enugu, Simon Ekpa was not to remember. Simon Ekpa was not even talking about Biafra. But today, the enemy is trying to make you believe that the problem is Simon Ekpa. What was the problem that led to the massacre of thousands of Biafrans in Obibo by Wike? Was it Simon Ekpa? What was the problem that led to the massacre of Biafra?
Yes, Michael, Hillary. Indeed, he fulfilled his promise to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and to Biafrans. Yes, you are correct. He fulfilled his promises, not only to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to all Biafrans, and he is ready to do more. In fact, he will be if Onyendu does not want to be the president, please, every Biafran, we must vote for Mazi Simon Ekpa to be our first president, because he will achieve a lot for us. I will campaign for him.
France in Aba, in the school, over 150 at least officially reported. It is more than 200 people massacred in one day. Simon Ekpa was not a member of Biafra then. When they were killing people in Enugu, when they went for money training, massacred our boys in Enugu State, Simon Ekpa was not part of it. What was the problem then? What led to the massacre of Biafrans in Enugu? Now, I want you to understand one thing. The enemy have seen that somebody actually knows his right from his left. And that person is the Prime Minister of Biafra today.
Kudos.
For the very first time in the history of Nigeria and Biafra, we say, even though we are fighting for the exit of Biafra peacefully, we will not fold our arms and watch you kill us again and cry on social media. No. When you come with your arms, we will defend ourselves with our own arms. And that is exactly what is happening today. But you know, they are crying. And I want you to understand, ask us a question. They say Simon Ekpa is killing military in the East. What are the military doing in the East? Are you not in democratic system? What is the business of military in your street? Why are military having checkpoints in Biafra land? Is it not, are we not in democracy? I want you to know the answer today. The answer is because they feel threatened. They feel that Biafra, it is time for Biafra to go. They feel that Nigeria has expired. And the only challenge Nigeria has is coming from the East. And let me tell you, no amount of bullet will suppress the challenge that the East is giving to Nigeria today until the exit. So they're trying to make you understand that Simon Ekpa is killing soldiers. And I want you to ask them, what was Simon Ekpa doing when the people of Biafra were massacred at Mpo. Just last year, they killed them in Aba. Was it Simon Ekpa? The answer is no. And the last question I want to ask some of you today, before I go to the update and achievement we've made very briefly, is they came and announced that 16 soldiers have been massacred in Okwama community. But what they are not telling you people, what were the soldiers doing there? We've listened to different stories. The story of oil bunkering, which is the business of the Nigerian army, terrorist army. That's what they do. The fight in Okwama community is a fight of the control of oil bunkering. They are not telling you people this story. The Biafra government has nothing to do with oil bunkering. We are going to control our natural resources by ourselves, by force, by arms, by everything possible. And when that time comes, you will know that Biafra government is responsible for whatever that is going on in control of our resources. The time is going to come. Now, if they are crying about the soldiers that have been killed in Ibocha, how many times have they cried that the Biafra Liberation Army killed soldiers? But they are complaining and crying every day for nothing. At least you have seen that soldiers were killed in the Okwama community for bunkering, for oil bunkering. But have you seen them crying that, mentioning it, that Biafra Liberation Army have killed the Nigerian army and they want to revenge? Have you seen them saying it? Ask yourself, why is Okwama community different? Because they know the validation of Biafra will begin from there. But they're not mentioning it. Do you know, as they are killing Biafrans, Biafra army are neutralizing them? Do you know how many members of all this terrorist army that Biafra Liberation Army have neutralized? Thousands of them. I am saying I want you to cut this particular segment. Thousands of them. And if they have not neutralized them, they will level entire village in Biafra land. We will not allow that anymore. They have done it before. But the question I want to ask those sabos, why have they not mentioned that Biafra Liberation Army are killing Nigeria army when they come to kill us? Rather, they are mentioning and publicizing just 16 soldiers that the community, that the people that are fighting during oil bunkering, they had issues and it led to their death because they have been killing each other in that community. It has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with Biafra. But that community is a Biafra community. But you see, it was all over news everywhere. 16. But ask them to give account of how many soldiers has fallen in the second Biafra war. Because what is happening now is Biafra war. A systematic war going on. How many Nigeria army, terrorist army has fallen in Imo State? I am telling you, they are running up to thousands in Imo State. But they have not come to shout that army have died in Imo State. Ask yourself, why? And let me tell you, this is under, we are operating under international law. There is no law that we have violated because we know exactly what we're doing. You don't expect Biafrans to fold their arms, to fold their hand because we are fighting to liberate ourselves peacefully. We were agitating peacefully, and for that reason, you pick up your guns and your AK-47 and start shooting a live bullet on protesters. For many years. And I told them, if you have been shouting on social media, I will not shout on social media. Have you seen me broadcasting for a long time? My broadcast is what I am doing now. On this tour, I use the opportunity to speak to Biafrans like you, and that is the broadcast I'm having now. The time for broadcasting is over. It is the time to put everything we have learned and researched for many years into action, into work. And whenever the time for this tour, I will use the opportunity to broadcast to the Biafra people. That's what I'm doing. And when our app, when our social media app comes out, maybe there could be a change. So I want to assure people today, Biafra, all over the world, that the defense of Biafra is a no-go area. We will fight and fight until the Biafra is restored. And nobody is going to die. I am telling you the fact. Our aim and objective is to make sure in this fight, no Biafra dies. But like Onyendu used to say, they will kill us, we will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra will come. I want to thank those of you who have supported this movement up to this point. But remember, we have entered the liberation phase where everything will be very difficult. By the special grace of God, it will not be difficult for the Biafra people. The dragon flag has been raised since 2021. And the dragon flag is not going down. We have raised the Biafra Liberation Army flag. We have also raised the Biafra Resistance Fighters flag. We have raised the Biafra Navy flag. We have raised the defense, the PDF, the Biafra Defense Force flag. That flag, those flags will never go down. Until the declaration of Biafra, and Biafra will be defended. For those who are saying that it is not possible that we are just deceiving people, thank you very much. We will deceive people, but remember, when the time comes, and if you are a Biafra and saying it, you have something waiting for you. The Biafra law and policy will wait for you at the right time. And then you will shout, had I known. Those who are the people are shouting, Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is killing soldiers in Nigeria. Why are you going to support him? These are the same people who were pushing people to go and die in Aba. And they went and actually died. We have the recent one. And I want to ask you, have there been any consequences from their side? The answer is no. But you know, we are not going to overlook those things based on the fact that they are not supporting what we are doing. Every Biafran is recognized by Biafra government. Government is a government. We are not organization. We are not a IPOB that you say you don't register. You are not a registered member. No, that is the difference. So when those people were killed in Aba, we made sure that the Nigerian government that killed them pay for it. And today, believe me, they have paid more than that expected. So the government of Biafra is living up to its responsibility. And we have also made sure that those of our people who think that the government is just a shambolic one, in their various communities, there has been peace and tranquility, while other people in Nigeria are facing extinction, including displacement, going to IDP camp, killing them, abducting school children, killing women and all that. They are all happening all over Nigeria. It is only in Biafra territory that that is not happening. And I'm telling you, any day they try and abduct anybody in mass in Biafra land, believe me, I will not say what we're going to do, but we know where to hold them. The time has come that you must be speaking very bold. Do not be scared of your enemy. The invasion of Biafra land must stop. The terrorist checkpoint in Biafra land must be disbanded. Let me tell you, it is something that is going to take time. We're not saying that it must end in one day or in 1 week. It is something that's going to take time. We are fighting a terrorist government that has billions of dollars. And so far, so good. Systematically, as you can see, we are defeating them. And the defeat will continue. So, my fellow Biafran, the 2nd of December declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra is very sacrosanct. We maintain it is very, very sacrosanct. The ongoing self-referendum is very important, that you stick and make sure that your people in your villages, in your town, participate in the voting. We need as many number of votes as possible in order to legitimize or to validate the actions of the government. we must get a reasonable number of votes, and we have time. Those states that are yet to receive their tablet, especially the electoral officials, you are going to receive the tablet very, very soon. So, but for now, it is very imperative that the media team of the Biafra Republic government in exile and every lovers of Biafra government in exile and those who are individually broadcasting on their own must channel their energy to the voting for self-referendum. Very, very important. We need to get as many votes as possible before October this year. The first phase of this voting is going to end next month.
My people, you have heard it. He said that we should continue to hammer on the issue of self-referendum. Today, I contacted all my families back home, and they confirmed to me that they have all voted. Let's keep talking to our families, our friends, all my friends on my Facebook. Most of them are my clients in my office. They have all voted. I've sent it to each and every one of them. Try and make sure that you vote so that we will have large number of voters. Please, my people, ensure that you have voted.
Which is May. After that, we go to the second voting, and then we go to the third voting, to the third phase. So it is very, very important. This is what is going to define a lot of things that will happen this year. For those who do not understand how the Biafra independence and liberation is going to happen, of course, I'll always explain this. On the 2nd of December 2024, when we have gathered enough vote and see that Biafra people have given their consent to the government, we will declare the restoration of independence state of Biafra. And we are going to intensify the defense of our land. We are also going to intensify the delegitimization of the Nigerian state within Biafra. In addition to that, we will intensify our diplomatic fight to see the recognition of Biafra. Like you hear our Director General of Foreign Affairs Ministry talked about Belgium. It's the same everywhere. Biafra is the only country that actually have enjoyed recognition. No other country has been recognized during the declaration of independence. It is only Biafra that we recognize. And the people do not understand the importance of these recognitions. The past leaders of the Biafra movement have done very well, but nobody has been able to break the chains to benefit what this recognition has to offer. Biafra government is doing everything to make sure that the recognition of Biafra is restored. We are also filing application in the next 10 days. We are filing application to many authorities that you are going to hear from the media announcement. This application has to do with the recognition of Biafra. And also, we will make sure that the international stage, at the international stage, Biafra become a topic. Biafra is not going to be a topic by carrying flag and running around in the street. Biafra can never be a topic by coming on social media and shouting Samanekpa is a criminal. Biafra can never be a topic by calling Ike Kuremadu Onyoshi. Biafra can never be a topic by claiming that or shouting that Tinubu is a drug pusher. No, we have done all those. Everybody knows Tinubu is a drug pusher. Everybody knows Tinubu is a criminal. But that is not the reason to fight for Biafra. The reason to fight for Biafra has to do with the fight to preserve yourself, the fight to preserve your life, the fight to make sure that your culture, your way of life is preserved, and of course, the people as Biafra nation as a large. The fight to live, the fight to life, that is the reason for Biafra. The reason for Biafra is not because Nigeria is corrupt. No. The reason for Biafra is because Nigeria is not a country. The reason for fighting for Biafra is because when Nigeria was created, the people of Biafra did not consent to Nigeria. The reason for fighting for Biafra is because the original plan of Nigeria has changed without you knowing it. The reason for Biafra exit today is because while Nigeria was recognized as a secular state, today it is no longer a secular state. It has changed from the backyard to Islamic State. That is the reason, without your consent. The reason for Nigeria to break away, to break into how many pieces of Biafra own is that we are only interested in our own nation and our own people. And let me tell you the fact. The old Eastern Nigeria that fought Biafra war remain Biafra people. Those who say they are not Biafra, the referendum is going on. You may decide not to. You may decide to say no to the referendum. And when the result comes, we are going to check you. But for now, Biafra remain 40 United States of Biafra. And the old Eastern region is the Biafra. And those who would tell you that Igbo 5 states should go. You know, these are the issues that I really don't want to talk about because it does not make sense. Igbo does not have 5 states. If you talk about Igbo, there are Igbo in Benue State, there are Igbos in Kogi State, and so if they are telling you Igbos, what is going to happen to the Igbo in Benue State? What is going to happen to the Igbos in River State? And let me tell you, these are just, when we talk about Igbo, we talk about those speaking Igbo. There are Igbos that doesn't speak Igbo. These are the ones you find in Ijo, Efik, Urobo. These are Igbos that doesn't speak Igbo language. What do you do to them? Anyway, my people in Belgium, you have a very important role to play in this struggle or not in the liberation of Biafra. Our achievement speak for itself. I will not sit here and start listening the achievement of the Biafra government in exile. Our own is that we've made sure that the legality of the government in exile has been proven beyond every reasonable doubt in accordance with international law. Our own job now is to continue to push for the recognition of this government, including the de facto government in the homeland. The structure of the government has met the 1933 Montevideo Convention of a state. And now that this particular formation of the government and structure has been achieved, we now focus on the delegitimization of Nigeria. Cover Nigeria as much as possible.
Yes.
That is all. You have to prove to the international community how serious you are. And of course, the next is to the UN. We will hit them very hard with evidence. So for peace to return to the entire West Africa, Biafra must be free.
So my people, you have heard our Prime Minister. It is a wonderful speech he made. Every Biafran must vote. You must vote. Vote for Biafra referendum. I thank you all for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow the same time. I say may God bless Biafrans, my people, and continue to bless you. You are wonderful people. Hello, oh, my sister Mary, I didn't know you are here. Oh, wow. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Mary. Oh my God. Yeah, I would have joined you yesterday. Don't worry. Don't worry. My people, you are all great people. Thank you for joining. I didn't even see. Tenika Nwokike nwanne m ndewo. Ndewo, my people. Great Biafrans. I'm proud of you people. Unu dikechi unu ada agwụ agwụ. Thank you, my people. Thank you so much. I'm going to leave you people here. I think my colleagues are on. Try and join us there if they are on. You are all wonderful people. I love you all. Mary, you are so wonderful. Thank you. Ndewo nwanne. God bless you. Yes. Unu mananyi bugo. Mmiri na-ama ugo na wunwu ugo arụ. Biafra, Nigeria chọrọ ka we are the beautiful bride. We are the people beating the drum. They said that he who plays the piper dictates the tone. And now we want to go. Thank you, my people. I love you all. Thank you so much. See you the same time tomorrow. Whenever you come along, it makes me feel that I'm dealing with my people, that we are talking together, that we are doing something that is Ezioku Bondo one name. Yes, it's good when I see all of you like this. Thank you so much. All hail Biafra. Peace, unity, progress, and equity. I love you all and I see you tomorrow. All hail Biafra.